Hey guys, welcome to my channel CGN Construction. I'm Corey and I own CGN Construction. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a vertical storage rack for various materials such as soffit and fascia to get it off of the ground and to organize it efficiently where you can see where everything is. So let's get started. We're going to be using 5/8 plywood for our storage rack for the base and for the dividers. So we're going to mark these out and then get them cut to length for all the dividers, and we'll start assembling. So we're going to be making this lumber rack 8 feet tall and 3 feet wide at the base. So we're going to use just full sheets of plywood, mark 1 foot on each side, on opposing sides. Then we'll go ahead and chalk a line across. Now that we got our line chalked all the way across, we're going to cut these with the skill saw. And these will be all of our dividers. You can cut as many as you need for the specific one that you're building. Set the depth. So that first time we got 6 pieces, and we're going to need 10 dividers for the one that we're building. So we'll need to cut 2 more sheets. Make sure our depth is set. And just like that. Now we're going to cut our base, and we know our base is 3 feet wide, which is the same width as our dividers. So we're going to mark a line, chalk it at 3 feet, and we'll do that for a full 8-foot sheet and a little 2-foot piece because we're going to build ours 10 feet long. Now that we got all of our pieces cut, we're going to mark out our base to whatever dimensions we want in between our dividers. So for us, we're going to go 20 inches for the first couple so we can get a full boxes of soffit in between them, and then 12 inches for the remaining. And we have a full 10 feet. So we're going to put a splice over top of this section, just so that's one solid piece. We're just going to use the chunk that we had cut off, which worked out for us. So we will go all right, now that we got our chalk line on all of our marks, we're going to run screws into each spot for our dividers, and we'll just screw it in from the back side. So we're basically going to build this thing up upside down and then stand it up once it's fully completed. Next thing we need to do is lay out all of our spacers on each chalk line, and then we'll screw them in from the back side and then stand it up. All right, now that we got our base screwed on, we're gonna put a couple boards across the backside here to maintain our spacing. So these are all of our separate sections. We'll put a piece of plywood across the bottom, a 2-foot tall rip, so that'll maintain some rigidity so it doesn't just topple over, and then a couple of just 1x4s across the top, higher up to maintain the spacing. Now we'll screw our backer piece onto the back side. Make sure you flush up this whole bottom edge, then we'll be able to maintain square. So now that we got that backing piece put on, we're going to put a couple of 1x4s down up at the top and in the middle. We're just going to flush them up onto each side here. And we can mark every spot where our dividers are, and then we don't need to pull measurements, and we just match those marks up there and tack them on. And here it is. Strapping on the back side, this is just going to be able to hold material in from falling out backwards and also maintain our spacing for all of our dividers. So now the next thing we need to do is basically stand it up, and it is completed. And there you have it. Vertical material storage rack. So this can be used to store really whatever you'd like. Like I say, in our case, we're using it for exterior siding materials like soffit, fascia, gable trims, roof caps, all of that kind of stuff, which just takes up a lot of space on horizontal shelving. And this way you can actually see what's in there, easily access it, and be able to store a bunch of shorter lengths in there and not lose them in the jumbled mess on regular shelves. All right, if you found this video helpful and would like to see more content similar to this, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below of what you thought of this video, and thanks for following.